He's been
identification. This is the TBS television network. Timeout called, along with Curt Gowdy and Billy Packard. Jay Randolph here in Springfield, Massachusetts, 61-60 BYU. We want to thank the members of the Tip-Off Classic Committee, led by President Milt Peppel. From the Hall of Fame, William C. Sullivan, the chairman of the Peach Basket Festival, Executive Director Lee Williams, our good friend Jerry Healy, and our thanks too for the generous hospitality afforded us for the fine people of Springfield. Of course, to the coaches, the players, and the schools. This has been a splendid way to open it up, gentlemen.
Well, here we see some diagrams here, and this, of course, is BYU trying to figure out how we're going to get the ball inbounds. So many times people try to go for scores here, forgetting that if they don't ever get the ball in bounds, of which you have 5 seconds to do so, you lose possession. You can see Frank Arnold really getting down with the chalk talk here, Curt.
He's trying to get him in there, and big man will probably come back and meet the ball.
Well, that's one of the things that's a big advantage when you've got a guy like Fred Roberts who has excellent hands and can come back and meet the ball not only on a direct pass, but a high pass.
25 seconds remaining to be played. 61-60. BYU leading it. Merrifield, Jones, Stokes, Sampson, and Wilson on the court for Virginia. Roberts, Ballaf, along with Trumbo, Pernice, and Sinek out there for BYU.
You see, Virginia has Sampson all the way back. They're not guarding the man taking the ball in bounds, who happens to be Roberts. They're using Sampson back as a defensive player. Good move by Sinek getting over there.
Sinek trying to get it out. Roberts.
Oh, he lost it.
Basket, Stokes. Off to Jones. Put it up.
Good.
Basket is good, and there's a foul with 15 seconds remaining.
The ball never got over half court for BYU. Some kind of play by that little Ricky Stokes.
The little men have very much been in this game this afternoon.
Well, they really have. There was the steal. Actually, Merrifield got his hands on it. Beautiful pass. Jones goes up. Roberts doesn't get over quite in time, and Jones is going to the foul line.
Sinek, 10 points in the game. He fouls out with 15 seconds left, and into the game comes Mike Maxwell, number 25, the sophomore from Salt Lake City, 3-time All-Stater. And on the line, Jones, but a timeout call. Billy, go ahead and think about it a little bit.
You use timeouts for an awful lot of reasons, Jay. One of the reasons, of course, is to make that man think about it a little bit on the sidelines, as well as getting organized. So, twofold purpose on that timeout.
And time for us to thank the folks who have helped to bring you the sights and sounds of this 81 Hall of Fame Tip-Off Classic. Our executive producer, Lee Eden. Today's game has been produced by Don Ellis and directed by Jim Holmes. Our coordinating producers, Richard Hussey and William Madden. The associate producers, George Smith and John Gallagher. And our assistant to the producer and production stage manager, Jim Ellis. Technical director, Emmett Loughran. On audio, Guy Heitman. Thanks to John Leland and Max Merrick on video, and our cameramen, Chris Bolton, Bob Committa, Scott Levine, Gene Samuels, and Dave Smith on video, Mike Nathanson, Dan Rattani, and Dick Seaback. Barry Fake on graphics, Joe Balkin on maintenance, and all of our audio and technical assist crew. They have done a splendid job today.
Jay,
Jones has 10 points, the senior from Owensboro, Kentucky. His dad, Bob, former coach at Kentucky Wesleyan.
Excellent free throw shooter. Now Virginia's going to go ahead and get back.
63-61, 10 seconds to play. Roberts, Ballaf, 6 seconds.
Time.
Trumbo, 4 seconds, put it up, wouldn't go.
That's a foul. Yes, sir. There was a push-off foul inside by Jones.
And there's no time left,
Well,
but a foul has been called.
Let's see.
No time on the clock.
We could have an OT here.
One and one coming up. A 1-and-1 coming up.
We have an interesting call right here. Ed Stites couldn't have a better man to interpret the situation right here. We've got a 1-and-1 coming up. Pernice is going to go to the line. He was submarined inside by Jones. Now, what we had, Jay, the horn has not sounded, so technically there is some time left on the clock. It's instantaneous, just the push of the finger.
A millisecond, and they're going to talk it over, both clubs. Curt Gowdy, what a marvelous finish. If we've got a finish here, we'll see.
This is why the Hall of Fame and its committee has no problem getting two teams to play here. As we said earlier, each team's allowed to play 28 college games a year. The NCAA has given special provision for a 29th game that's played for the benefit of the Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, we've attracted the best teams in the country here.
What the area of the Grand Tetons, he's got some brothers that are great athletes. He's been away on retreat.
In the Cook Islands.
That's right. I have no idea where that is, but I guarantee
somewhere in the South Pacific, I think.
He could never have been dreaming out there on those islands about the situation, the pressure situation he's under right now.
6'8", a junior from Driggs, Idaho.
Let's see if Terry Holland calls another timeout right now. I'd go ahead and call another timeout and get him off the line. Because you have the right to do that prior to the referee handing the ball, and you know that the more you make him think about the shot, tougher it is going to get that ball up.
All right, let's see.
Heck of a way to start the regular season.
It really is. Furness. 1-1.
Long.
Wouldn't go. It's all over. It's all over. Virginia, a 63-61 winner over BYU, and both of these clubs deserve our congratulations.
Well, they do, and Jay, I'll tell you, they're both going to get a lot better as the year goes on.
Curt Gowdy, a quick comment from you.
Well, this is the third excellent game in a row to open the collegiate season. Duke in Kentucky 2 years ago, last year DePaul and Louisville, a scrappy affair. This is the best one yet. Nearly in overtime, not quite, but a good game, a hardening process for both of these teams.
Having lost just once